You ever wonder why it feels like no one sees you? Like no matter how much you show up, how much you grow, how much you try, people just don't or overlook you. You're in the room, but not in the room. You've got the ideas, the heart, the vision, but it's like the world has you on mute, and every time you get close to your moment, it slips away. Another opportunity passes you by, another person gets picked, another door closes without warning. You start asking questions in the dark. God, what am I doing wrong? Why are they getting ahead and I'm still stuck? Why does it feel like you're hiding me? And here's the truth. God is hiding you. And it's not because he forgot you, it's because he's preparing you. See, what most people don't understand is that exposure before maturity is dangerous. You might feel ready because you're tired of waiting. You might feel qualified because of what you've learned. But God isn't preparing you to just be seen. He's preparing you to be sustained. And there's a difference. Being seen by the world without being anchored in identity is how people fall. It's how people get crushed by the weight of the spotlight they begged for. It's how influence becomes idolization and purpose gets replaced by performance. That's not what you're called to. That's not what he's building in you. So yes, he's been hiding you, not to punish you, to protect you from counterfeit opportunities, from premature platforms, from relationships that would drain you, from applause that would distract you, from success that would destroy you because it showed up before you were ready to carry it. We see it happen all the time. A voice goes viral, a talent blows up overnight. They're suddenly surrounded by attention, validation, pressure, and for a moment, it looks perfect. But you check back 6 months later, and what you see is tragic. Anxiety, burnout, scandal, collapse. Why? Because no one told them that exposure without foundation is a setup, and God loves you too much to let that be your story. So while the world has been chasing status, you've been in the shadows. While others built platforms, God's been building your character. While they posted their highlight reels, he was confronting your insecurities. While they got their followers, you were learning to follow him in silence, in solitude, in secret. You learned how to lead your emotions instead of letting them lead you. You learned how to say no when everything in you wanted to say yes just to feel accepted. You learned how to stand alone, not because you wanted to, but because God was showing you that you're worth IST based on who claps for you. That kind of formation doesn't happen in public. It happens in the hidden places. And here's the raw truth. We hate being hidden because it feels like rejection. But what if the hiding was actually proof of favor? What if God hid you because what he placed inside you is too important to be exposed too early? What if this was never a delay? What if it's divine timing? Let me give it to you real. There was a guy I knew who was incredibly talented, smart, visionary. People loved him. He got handed opportunities most people pray their whole lives for. At 22, he was leading massive projects, commanding influence, racking up wins. But underneath it, he wasn't ready. He didn't know how to handle pressure without turning to people-pleasing. He didn't know how to draw boundaries without guilt. He craved applause more than alignment, and eventually, it all crashed. He burned out. He disappeared. He told me later, I was handed something I hadn't been healed enough to hold. That stuck with me, because healing and hiding often go hand in hand. God will pull you out of rooms you begged to be in, because there are still wounds he wants to close before you step into the next season. Not because you're unqualified, but because he doesn't want your trauma to become someone else's burden. You can't pour clean water from a cracked cup. And right now, God's been sealing the cracks. He's not slow. He's strategic. And the reason your breakthrough hasn't happened yet isn't because he is withholding it. It's because he is making sure when you arrive, you stay. Because the spotlight reveals what the shadows refined. Because when you finally step into the thing he's been preparing for you, you won't just be talented, you'll be trusted. And that trust, that's what keeps you from losing yourself in the noise. You've been hidden because he's building you to last. So now the real question is, what do you do while you're hidden? Because it's tempting to check out, to numb, to scroll, to doubt your calling, to look at everyone else's life and feel like you've been left behind. But the hidden season isn't passive, it's sacred. It's not wasted time, it's wartime preparation. And if you lean into it, this season will produce a version of you that can carry the weight of everything you've ever prayed for. If you can't hear God in the silence, you'll never follow Him in the chaos. You've got to learn to be still, not distracted, not entertained, not constantly searching for stimulation. Because clarity doesn't come when you're busy trying to figure it all out. It comes when you stop striving and start listening. Ask yourself, what has God been trying to whisper that I've been too loud to hear? Don't wait to be seen before you start becoming. Train when no one's clapping. Write when no one's reading. Pray when no one's watching. Speak like the room is full, even if it's just you and God. Because when you finally step into the light, it won't be a performance, it'll be overflow. And people will ask, where did this come from? Everybody wants to be used by God until they realize how much pressure comes with it. Favor will find you, but will you be fit to hold it? So instead of praying, God, make it happen, start praying, God, make me ready for when it does. Build my patience, build my integrity, build my backbone, because giftedness will open doors, but discipline keeps them open. When you're hidden, it's easy to think no one's watching, so it doesn't matter, but that's a lie. This is exactly when it matters most. The choices you make when no one sees you, that's the foundation of your next level. Don't let temporary boredom tempt you into permanent regret. Don't entertain distractions that would sabotage your development. This is the season to stop explaining yourself to people who don't get it. Stop defending your pace. Stop looking for validation in people who were never called to see your vision. Your calling is not a conference call. Understand this truth. Timing is spiritual warfare. There is nothing more frustrating than knowing you're called to more, but feeling stuck in less. But that frustration, that's where the enemy wants you to lose focus. Because if he can't destroy you, he'll distract you. He'll whisper, you're behind. No one sees you. You missed your chance. But the truth is God's timing is your protection. When it feels late, it's actually right on time. Not just for you, but for the people you're called to impact. Because when God moves, He doesn't just elevate you, He aligns every detail around you. So when the door opens, it won't just look like a blessing, it'll be one whole, right, rooted, covered. So, if you feel hidden right now, good, stay there. You're not buried, you're planted. And when planted things break the surface, they don't come up the same, they come up stronger. They come up rooted, they come up ready. Let God finish what He started in the dark. So when the light hits you, you don't just shine, you last.